There we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to what is hopefully going to be the final bit of Chrono Cross. Before we go anywhere, I'm going to really quickly hop over to Arnie so we can pick up... Why is Lena in front? We're going to go pick up her level 7 tech. And then we're going to go... Oh, come on. Finally, I could actually hit that. And we're gonna start the whole finales. Wait, you're not Lena, but you look so much like her. Wouldn't be surprised you were twins. So many oddities in the world. Yes, I'm Lena too, but it's hard to explain. Don't fret over it, Grandma. I'm sure Rio will explain it to you one day. By the way, Rio, Lena tells me that you still remember the promise you gave me. Something about we'll never forget this day. Really don't know what's going on, but dear, want you to take this. When I was young, used to be quite the animal that put it to good use, Lena. Okay, thanks, Grandma. So yeah, basically, if at the very start of the game you didn't say the right things to Lena, no level 7 tech for her. Given the fact that she's one of the better characters, that's kind of a dick. What do I have on her? No, that should be fine. Good old Frog is one of those lucky characters that, well, he basically gets his ultimate just from leveling, so we don't need to worry about him. Let's see. Deem you worthy of entering the Sea of Eden. Let the path be known for the ones facing their fate. Okay then. Had to get a trophy there, but that's basically where you would have to swap discs. I recall, like, what order you go to these, like, determines what, like, the boss we're gonna fight is. I have no idea why they're referencing Greek mythology here with the 3 fates. I know there is a fate theme going with some of the stuff, but I mean, where exactly did these come from exactly, you know? Like, where did the idea of Clotho, Lethe, and Atropos, I think it was, right? Come from for these people? Wait, what? What does Rion have? I never re-equipped Rion. Oh god. No, thankfully he does enough damage physically that it doesn't matter that much. Lena just got her shit wrecked. Oh, come on. Well, Lena's dead. There we go. So might as well see our final tech now. Oh yeah, and if... I only got tripped for that. Anyway, if we were, if we didn't have the Master Moni equipped, it would instead just be a big surge in the background. We managed to stop something from working when it healed itself. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? What is accuracy? Oh, wow, we can't let that stand now, can we? Oh, yeah, that's right. That gives her a self-revive. Broke that shit up. Okay. Oh, I guess I could have genied there, couldn't I? Oh well. Wait. He doesn't have his ultimate yet? Really? Okay. Oh, really doesn't have any elements to bust out here. No, damn it. Dong. I know what I was trying to do at the end there, but whatever. Alrighty, who's ready for exposition? Because sweet Jesus, we're gonna have so much of that from now until the end of the game. As they all try to they had like 2 minutes left in before the game had to end. They're like, ah, shit, we never explained half our crap. Really? Why Sonya traps? I can understand some of the traps for shit like Ultra Nova and crap like that, because those actually get used, but the other stuff, really? Speaking of which, actually, can we pick up? I probably should have picked up some like Ultra Nova and Black Hole traps from... I think we could get them from freaking, man, my brain just completely not working today. From, Marble. Wait, can we actually not leave anymore? I don't think we can actually leave anymore. Okay, we faded. Okay. Free full revive, yay. Gonna want a few of those as I recall. You haven't even seen Holy Light or Ultra Nova, really, outside of a couple boss fights. Before we could even pick up, like, the traps for them. Just kinda suck, which, since that means black and white characters are kinda boned in that regard. You can get the level 6 elements for all the others from the for Dragonia revisit, but now, nope. Didn't get it, really? Alrighty. So yeah, welcome to Chronopolis. Your Group 3B's experiment today is going to be a biggie. Releasing the Flames lock level to D in order to trace the counter time effect. Yeah, but based on previous experiments, I'm sure it'll work out just fine. During the simulation, Fate was certain the flame could be used as a relay to extract enough energy to counteract the anti-annihilation event. Don't worry, it'll be a success. I hope so. Okay. Hi there. What was any of that supposed to mean to us? Well, ow. Just realized we just got into a boss fight that doesn't have any actual, like, boss music. I almost forgot I could go get the sunglasses from the Sphinx dude, couldn't I? Self-nostrum equipped. Probably actually toss some freaking black elements onto Rion. As I recall, the boss of this section is a black type, so... He's just not like Rion. Okay. Dink. Oh my. Okay. That basically brought him back at full health. Getting hit by that seems like a very bad thing. Oh. Rock sucks with magic, so it's not exactly like that would do great damage. Oh, there he goes. And that's another freaking star level. Bismutoids and gyro blades, huh? Yeah, as I recall, one thing that kind of sucks going back to Rion from when we were Lynx is the fact that his, you know, big finisher, level 7 finisher, is now single target. Instead of being, you know, a big multi-target nuke like Forever Zero. And of course now I need to get into a whole bunch of fights to try to get everybody some levels and some HP. And I definitely need some HP. Oh hey, free power seal. Like +5 physical attack. Here we going. Oh, whoops. I keep doing that. Nothing a good frying pan can't do against a friggin' robot, right? And why are we getting prehistoric rock, like, stuff. Right, I wanted to mess with some his elements. Oh, do I not have any free falls? I don't have free falls, okay. Never mind. Open. There we go. God, I'm so used to Final Fantasy VII's speed up being the left stick. Okay. They probably shouldn't be doing this with speed up on. At least we have immunity to white status effects now. I think Ural's like a high-tier blue healer. I'll only toss that on Lena. Okay. How do I stop? Game, how do I stop? There we go, quit. Guess our dudes just wanna walk in that ankle-deep water there. Too dangerous. As I recall, Grobix level 7 is around here somewhere. You just find like a random gun in a freaking like big box. He's like, oh shit, I can use this, man. So he does. Haven't fought you yet, why not? Still need some minor stab boosts. Thank you, Lena. God. Where why does this game hate my accuracy? Ooh, there we go. The Forget-Me-Not pod. Basically, this will... Oh god, he doesn't have anything equipped here. Anyway, basically, these will, like... Well, you know, Sprig's whole thing, yeah. Basically, this means that if Surge kills someone, it counts the same as if Sprig killed someone. Sure, why not? But my power even further. Great, why not? done getting stat ups. As if we are, I'm turning off random encounters. Nope. There we go. This is the avoid random encounter button. There's like a... yeah, this dude. Oh, I can't find you yet because we haven't found out we need you yet. It doesn't look like there's anything else down here. Right. Nope. Supposed to press the big button? Oh, come on. Let me turn that off. Whoops. You ready to get yelled at? We are gonna get yelled at. Whereas the El Nido was nothing but ocean. The El Nido archipelago is purely artificial, created by fate. It was a remodeling plan that took place 10,000 years ago. Planned to include islands blessed with nature in the Sea of El Nido. The main island of El Nido, Earth Dragon Isle, Water Dragon Isle, Black Dragon Isle. The development of elements using the energy of the natural world. The distribution of memory terminals, devices called the Records of Fate that can monitor and guide people's lives. The research center staff, who had their memories of the future erased, left the center and began a life outside amidst nature. This is how Fate's paradise came into existence. And for 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of the staff who left this research facility. Everything was in perfect harmony. As until, well, 14 years ago when a boy came into contact with the flame on the night of the storm. So yeah, this entire region is artificially created by Fate. Also, all the humans suck because they can't live with nature thing is kind of bullshit. I mean, doesn't that mean that humanity made all of this nature that everyone's claiming we don't appreciate enough? Yeah, this is where you can... What? Remember this. Oh, whatever. Oh, we can't go any further out this way. Alright, we have to use the elevator. As I recall, we're supposed to be trying to get into the basement here. And of course, we need a keycard. We haven't seen enough exposition. We must see more. So, near the ones who make contact with the flame is recomposed by the sound they generate within. Wonder if life forms are just dreaming in an endless flow of music. It's kind of a stupid hint for like the big finale stuff. Seriously, like, they really don't, like, tell us enough about the whole song thing. Reptiles 65 million years ago, the reptiles who evolved from reptiles had developed their own unique civilization. This was long before the ancestors of humans who evolved from primates had developed their civilization. Kinda not true. I mean, they were living together in villages, had their huts and festivals and stuff. Excavation carried out on the central continent of Xenon have revealed that the reptiles had already had advanced architectural skills in the prehistoric era. Lava's descent to the planet's surface in the ice age that brought about ringing the death knell for the reptiles and their civilization. After that, the reptiles slowly disappeared from the stage of history. However, in the distant past, humans could have been defeated in the contest of evolution, and the reptiles could have continued to develop. I mean, as long as Lavos hits the planet, no, they couldn't. Is it unthinkable that in such a time they could exist in another dimension? Everything is purely a problem of possibilities, and the world is only stabilized by the viewpoint of the one who observes it. Lavos, an extraterrestrial life form that is thought to have fallen from the heavens 65 million years ago. On the timeline that existed before history was changed, Lavos was assumed to have slept deep below the planet's surface, sleeping and consuming the planet's energy up until the day of destruction known as the Apocalypse. There are those who believe that 12,000 years ago, the legendary ancient magical civilization known as Zeal came in contact with Lavos. That fateful encounter is said to have resulted in Zeal disappearing from the surface of the planet within the space of a single night. However, the very existence of the ancient civilization of Zeal has never been proven, so the theory cannot be confirmed to this day. On some timelines, Lavos appeared on the surface of the planet in the year 1999 and brought the world to ruin. However, a group of young time travelers saw where their planet's history was heading, and through their actions rewrote time. This is one of those parts where the game feels like it's like, we really gotta remind everybody of Chrono Trigger, because my god, we really have not done enough to try to actually, like, do anything with Chrono Trigger, honestly. Yeah, and there's a whole lot of brains. This is your brain on drugs. You control human emotion by using neurotransmitter. That means that by manipulating the neurotransmitters inside their brains, it's possible to control the feelings and even the personalities of humans. Fate uses the records of Fate to connect directly to the brains of the humans with whom they come into contact. Fate not only imprints what actions the humans should take into their brains, but also rewrites their personalities and feelings. Lovely, but why would you do that? Are you guys evil and trying to control the world or anything? Because you guys don't seem to do much beyond just science! Memory scanning and printing is not that difficult a thing. As a matter of fact, it's possible to simulate the thoughts and feelings of each individual. These are all just electrical signals that flow around the circuitry of the brain, after all. The soul flesh can be reproduced through cloning, and the soul stored within these fleshy vessels can be stimulated as well. That's what could even go so far as to say that death itself no longer exists. However, that comes at the cost of the destruction of the individual, the loss of variation. In which case, is there truly life where there is no death? Okay. That never comes up again, so why are we bothering? Life forms on this planet developed from single-cell microorganisms to protozoans, then from fish to amphibians, from reptiles to mammals, and eventually humans, beginning with a cerebral neocortex which only exists in higher mammals. The anthropod brain enlarged at an accelerated pace until it became the human brain we know. And the reason for the abnormal development of the human brain be the biological contamination caused by Lavos? I don't know why they keep trying to say that Lavos is the one responsible for humans developing. Like, I know in Zeal, like, it was the source of magic, but that was it. Why are you trying to make... Basically, this game wants humans to be as evil as possible. We're supposed to be the alien... Yeah, they're claiming we're a mutation caused by Lavos, and that, well, we are, like, just horrible things for the planet, and we are rejected by the planet because we don't live with nature and bullshit. Humans are biologically speaking unbalanced and incomplete, internally inconsistent and disconnected. Human existence is plagued by contradictions, because nothing else is. An incomplete species torn between love and hatred whose very being is self-contradictory. Seriously, most of this shit is like someone thumbed through a whole bunch of like philosophers, got baked. Oh, I gotta... got baked and then decided that they knew everything. And decided to write this game. It's really not helped by the fact that there's no counter-argument characters or anything like that. Then again, it's not exactly like we're like... How do I put this? We don't really have characters that's part of the plot. Like, we keep getting yelled at about how, like, much humanity sucks and all that, but nobody is available for a counter-argument in any way, shape, or form. No, everything going on here, nobody in our party really cares about. Nobody tries to argue against it. Nobody brings any other viewpoints. This game is a fucking echo chamber for these ideas. And oh goddamn, I forgot to turn the battle avoidance back on. It makes things easy when we can just two-shot stuff, doesn't it? I mean, we're getting lore dumped with all this stuff, but nobody is saying anything in response. Isn't this the kind of shit that should be, like, shaking the characters to their core? Shouldn't they all be going, oh shit, we're like the products of an evil alien stuff? Like, shouldn't somebody be responding in some way? Let's see. Move. As I recall, isn't that where we're supposed to be going? Everyone gather round. In the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through the use of a time age which utilized miniature black holes. Whether this could actually be possible or not is still the subject of intense debate. No conclusions have been made. According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continuum can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point, which pulls in everything else, into a ring formation, using the ring as a gate between dimensions, to be possible to travel back and forth between various space-times. Time eggs may have already existed during the reign of the ancient dynasty we heard legends about. Which one are you referring to? Are you talking about Guardia? Are you talking about Zeal? We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization may not have even existed. We could do this ourselves. The legend says they altered time using a time egg. That's just a legend. There isn't even any evidence to prove that this ancient dynasty ever existed. Are you talking about Zeal, maybe? I don't know. The experiment should be starting soon. After we discovered an unusual gravitational field in the barren sea of El Nido, we built artificial islands and established Chronopolis. It is all done to facilitate our top-secret research. Now our research is about to come to an end. Once the final adjustments are made, the experiment will commence. Just a matter of time, so everyone should keep up their good work. Chief hasn't returned yet. Yeah, we need to get the chief. I have to hold off until he gets back. Time is not absolute but elastic. It's both relative and subjective. Individual differences emerge as time changes. Perhaps people, all life forms, exist in their own separate strands of time. Is time independent, marching to the beat of its own drum? Oh, ridiculous. What were you even saying there, dude? What did that even really mean? Because, I mean, if, like, none of the characters are a part of what's going on, then that means that they are directly just, like, speaking to the player then, right? It was you and oh, right. Yeah, the chief is the dude at the docks down on the bottom floor. Because who else could the game be talking to if no one else is responding to it? Yeah, man. Yep. Time Research Lab, which serves as the foundation of this research center, appeared out of nowhere in the year 2300, was headed up by the scientific genius Balthazar. However, at the peak of his career, suddenly vanished. We've continued his work and have come this far. Work is almost complete. Now it's about time I headed back. The experiment's about to begin. Which is, of course, caused the whole everything to get time nuked thing. I'm curious on what most of this stuff means to anybody who hasn't played Chrono Trigger. Like, they keep bringing up Lavos and all that, but anyone who hasn't played Chrono Trigger, it's just like white noise, isn't it? Record of Fate is exposed? Oh god, put your shirt on. Two worlds that are so close in nature yet so far removed from one another exist in separate dimensions. These worlds are under the constant observation of, and are guided by, the main computer of Chronopolis, Fate. Fate has been manipulating the world in which El Nido lies in order to avoid any major change to the history it knows. If an event on El Nido influenced the main continent, the year 2400 in which Fate exists would change. This paradox could potentially lead to great disaster. Records of Fate, Fate's terminals, collects data from around the world and inputs guidance directly into the minds of its users. In this covert manner, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, the people of El Nido lead harmonious lives. In a sense, they are nothing more than puppets of Fate. Instruction to the young girl in Arneo 1 to give up going to the main continent and become a poet. Instruction to the man in Arneo 2 to give up on becoming a fisherman. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent so as not to affect history. However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, Fate has been unable to intervene directly with World 01. The best Fate could do was to cross the dimensions and receive data through the records of Fate. And with much difficulty, Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman. Why? Why would you need to do that, exactly? I mean, all the dude did was just sit around in the... Okay, you get to go first then, eh? All the dude did was just sit around in that unending freaking... What was it? Like a sunset place? Did you stop interrupting me? Not like these guys are really doing much damage. Finally, yep, got the car key. Yeah, with the notebook my mother handed me, she told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. This old notebook covered with mold was a diary that belonged to my grandfather who passed away years ago. It contained his distant memories. Does this device play back archives? Looks like someone's memoirs. Wonder if you still remember how we first met in our many adventures. It all seemed like a dream. We ran like the wind during those warm summer days long ago. A piece of a star that fell from the sky can still relive the memories of those days long past. Just by closing my eyes like so and whispering your name into the desolate night, kid. Radical dreamers le tresor interdict. What is this? Radical dreamers? What does this mean? There's a conversation with a comrade. Ready, kid? Now you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You mess up and I'm leaving you behind. Got that, Rio? Come on, McGill, let's go. Bastard Link's gonna get what he deserves. Say your prayers, not that it'll do you any good. Seems to be an archive from a different time than our own. Aside from the two worlds we already know about, other worlds and times may also exist. I mean, due to the whole multiverse theory and all that this game seems to be, you know, working off of, you'd think there would be an infinite amount of them. Ah, yes. And now we get the big reveal. This is the whole reason that Lynx was doing everything. Also, Project Kid, Fingerprint and retina scan required. You step outside the circle and hold out your left hand. This is the whole reason that this was done. Fingerprint, retina, and C-class DNA all clear. Data discrepancies due to aging within permissible range. 96% confirmation that the individual is the last registered arbiter. Access granted. Welcome back, Chrono Trigger. Yeah, so the entire reason why Lynx needed us is to open a door. Because they all wanted to just, like... Fate is just trying to fix this, trying to get access to the freaking frozen flame, like it used to before the 14 years ago thing happened. So it could actually access its, like, nuclear fission reactor using a piece of Lavos. Is that the frozen flame? So it could continue on just doing what it's been doing to prevent changes in the timeline due to the fact that Chronopolis, for some reason, went 10,000 years back into the past to create a time research facility in a region of the Xenon, like, oceans, to research time travel and make sure that nobody goes and interferes with the mainland. This plan doesn't make sense. Why were they doing this? Why couldn't they research time in their own time frame? Why did they have to go make a facility 10,000 years in the past and completely terraform a region of the ocean into it being the place? The hero of people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power, the bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness. God, that character portrait looks so dumb. This is the essence of what descended from the heavens in the prehistoric age, the living crimson stone, the frozen flame. Lynx? What took you so long? You had me worried. Why did you even need us to come here, dude? I mean, we're here to stop your plans. Isn't that a bad thing we're here? Why would you want us to come here? Worried that you might have perished on the way here. Are you alright? It's no use. I put her soul to sleep. How? You're a computer. You don't do soul magic stuff. I had to remove any potential obstacle from us having this talk. Who are you? What are you after? You still don't know. I'm the human incarnation of fate. The living interface of the fate computer system, or put simply, I too am fate. What? 14 years ago, on the night of a terrible storm, the cogs began to turn. That night, Wazuki and Miguel set out to sea carrying a sick child in their boat. That child was you, Rion, after you'd been attacked by that panther demon. Also, okay, where did the panther demon come from? I mean, we've been all over El Nido. Where have there been panther demons? Poisonous panther demons at that, too. What, did they get hunted to extinction after they attacked Rion as a child? Your poison wounds were beyond the healing abilities of the doctors in Termina or even Goldove. They set sail to Marabul in order to see the sage there, not knowing how bad the storm would become. Being skilled sailors, the two men were able to survive the storm, but they were blown off course and came ashore on this island where they decided to seek shelter. At the time, the research center was offline due to the severity of the storm. And apparently it only took 10 minutes for the system to power back up, but by then the flame had found you. This all happened because they did not have a backup power system for this place. Contact with the flame healed your young body, but that was not all. Once the security system was rebooted, it would only grant access to you, the Arbiter. You can't imagine the trouble this caused the Fate computer system in achieving its objective. Inside of Fate, there was a standalone circuit that had been kept hidden since the old Mother Brain generation. That circuit was designed to start a malfunction, or more precisely, a rebellion. You would have thought, I mean... Okay, wait. When did this get established into... I mean... Did it exist before we came into contact with the frozen flame? So it was already causing problems. What did we have to do with that? Who would have thought that such a small bug, a traitor, would exist inside of Fate? The hidden circuit was based on the initial Ash-tier model circuit board with extra logic added by another scientist. Fate itself did not realize that the circuit was present within the core of its system, or more correctly, the circuit was programmed so that the moment Fate did detect it, it would erase all record of its detection. Why? Why not just make it a part of the system initially it seems like it's supposed to be like the backup part to try to prevent it from going all Skynet, I think? Unbelievable, intelligent, incredibly enthusiastic, and might even go as far as to call her a mad scientist. Of course I don't think it was she who implemented her theory. I mean, why would she be involved in anything involving the Fate system, since that's from the year like 2400 in the future, 1400 years in the future? She wasn't a part of this program in any way, she just made time travel theories. So why would she, be involved in this? That was most likely the work of Balthazar, the first curator of the research center. Fate, bring out the traitor, bring out Prometheus. Oh, you have finally released me. Welcome back. So you're the real Rion. I've waited a long time for you. I'm glad you made it in time. What were you waiting for me to do? Rion, I beg you, please bring an end to the enmity between Fate and the dragons. Fate, eliminate him! Affirmative, now limiting Prometheus. No, you cannot. Please, for the future of mankind, for the future of... Idiot, destruction of those who oppose the goddess of fate. You're a computer system. Why do you think of yourself as a goddess? Thanks, why are you getting pissed off? Do you even know who... For those who don't know, that was Robo from Chrono Trigger, just getting tossed out in the recycle bin. Because for some reason they felt the need to do this? Tell me what the purpose of your life on the planet is. Teach me what it means to be alive. Ew, we're just a teenager who was living a slacker life in a fishing village. What big secrets are you thinking that he's gonna have? And of course I start missing. I mean, okay. I mean, I do more damage with physical attacks than anything now. Whereas I do still need to, like, break up the field, you know? Because, yeah, it's still gonna be casting crap like that. Well, ow. I'm gonna give her a little bit more to heal at me. Really should have just given Rion the Black Plate, shouldn't I? Oh my god, land some hits, please. Why gravity blow? Oh, I guess it's just trying to basically mess with the field, I think. Yeah, it's still taking reduce. Still has the whatever it was it put up diminish. There, no bonus field effect for you, buddy. Oh, it's already almost dead! I've seen bigger. Now I think its pattern just basically resets now. Yep. So much for the boss of the second to last dungeon. Hey, more magic power. No, how could you? Fate, the goddess of fate, was not meant to die. You weren't exactly very good at your job. Where in blazes am I? Rhea, what happened to me? That's it. Now she gets up there. No, Nate, touch his paws. Do not touch it. Yet I know the feelings you have inside of you. The urge to bring everything to nothing is now stronger than your desire to save everyone. What you talking about? When was this a thing?
You may want to throw yourself off the cliff of destruction, but that is your imperative. But s'il vous plaît, kid, do not bring Rion and the others down into destruction with you. Shut up, you loony, I know what I'm doing. It's too late, there's no turning back now.
What are you talking about? What does that mean? What? Fate has fallen, fate has died.
Finally, the time has come.
Indeed, the long and this night shall finally come to an end. Now for mankind. I shall make you bleed. Feel millions of years this planet's agony and pain, really? What is this? I still really don't get this whole nature bullshit of mankind cannot live with nature shit, because that does not fit the setting in the slightest. Point to me exactly where mankind is not living in nature in El Nido. It's not Goldo. It's not Arnie. I mean, everywhere around Termina is covered in vegetation and forest and all that stuff. Marble, like, I mean, that's the demi-humans. They're the ones who can live with nature and all that, so it's like, where exactly is this coming from? Where has this devastation of nature occurred? You aren't showing us it, game, you're just saying it. And that doesn't make it so. The only thing that you can point to is the whole Hydra bullshit, and that is complete and total bullshit. Terra Towers come back to life. In the year 2400, during a counter-time experiment, the flame goes out of control. This causes the dimension to rip apart, resulting in the time crash. How do you know this? Engulfed it in an enormous dimensional vortex. Chronopolis was hurled 10,000 years back in time. Is this why the whole time research thing was created here? If so, why was it stated that they went back in time, and then started researching stuff here because of the gravitational disturbances going around here, making them think that they could do time experiments, when in fact it was apparently it was, according to her, it's Lavos bringing them back in time to mess with stuff. What? Maybe he saw the possibility of us being destroyed by the adventurers in 1999 and decided to create a new outcome in order to escape destruction. Unlikely. Lavos was basically just an animal. Its whole thing was, it burrows into a planet, eats it, then leaves. That's what it does. It doesn't really have much wants beyond doing that. It certainly didn't seem to have any higher planning skills back in Chrono Trigger. I mean, if it did, it never was a character to actually voice anything like that. I had to create a new outcome in order to escape destruction, so when the experiment took place, Lavos pulled the frozen flame back to the ancient past where he was only just awakening. Why would he need to do that? The frozen flame is like a chunk of Lavos that fell off during the final battle. It already has the frozen flame. It's a part of it. But that ain't all. At the same time, another city from a different dimension future was also thrown back in time. Dinopolis, the future city of the Reptites, Azala's descendants who had evolved more closely with the planet. Why would you assume the Reptites would do that, given the fact that in 65 million year BC, they were burning down forests and hunting down humans, while also having a giant steel and stone castle that they lived in? What about that makes it seem like they would go more hippie? And just as Lavos, in an attempt to save itself, summoned Chronopolis from the distant future, perhaps our planet summoned Dinopolis back into the past. Maybe it was a measure against Chronopolis and humanity. Why? Why would it do that and not try to kill Lavos? Why did it not do anything to stop the giant freaking kaiju that had burrowed into it and was eating it? Why would some weird-ass time travel bullshit suddenly give the planet a freaking will to pull back a city to try to fight some other city from the future instead of trying to stop the giant freaking apocalypse living inside it? It wasn't the dragon gods who steered away the frozen flame. What actually happened is that fate used the flame to divide and seal the dragons. Wait, where did the dragons come from in this equation? It's just summoned back a city. Where were the dragons fighting in part of this? Now that fight has been defeated, the dragons will join together again to start their revenge. Again, how do you know this? Okay. Okay, I think apparently they're doing the fusion dance here, but why did the first one need to bite into the white one? Did the green dragon just hate the sky dragon, want to do that before they did all this? Oh no, the dragons fused together and now they're doing absolutely nothing.
I feared it would come to this. I didn't want to have to fight with you if it could have been avoided. Adieu, Rion, adieu.
And Kid passes out again and Harley's doing a thing. And now we're back on the ship! Seriously, the dragons apparently fused together and did absolutely nothing and we just went back to Fargo's ship. Give me a freaking break. You mean to tell me we're being used all this time? Yeah. Damn. This is what is done, although we may not like it. In any case, we need to make our way into that floating tower.
Yes, we cannot just twiddle our thumbs and do nothing.
Our only problem is, so we have to find a way up there, right? It's not like the great SS Invisible can make it up there either.
There has to be a way.
Yes, the world has infinite possibilities. There has to be something that will help us reach that tower. At least our objective is clear. Do not know how, but we must find a way.
So, like, whatever happened to Kid after that?
Doesn't look like she'll ever wake up. Indeed, she is resting at Radius's place. Well, at least she can rest quietly there. Plus, Radius will watch over her.
Her spirit seems to be possessed by the past.
A powerful item was necessary in order to dispel it. How do you know that? Something like the Dragon Tear or the Masamune?
Yes.
No use just moping around here. Indeed, we have much to do, however time will not wait. Then we have to take action. Yar, let's shove off, mateys. Okay. That wasn't even a part of that conversation. Alright, I need to quickly use the bathroom and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. Okay, let's go get Kid back. Oh no, wait, before we do that, I think we need to go grab the Chrono Cross. Which is a thing that has not really been hinted at yet. I'm going to go do this because I already know about it ahead of time. Maybe Stina kind of mentioned it. As falls were considered a holy place by the worshippers of the divine dragon faith. Then hordes of humans began to migrate to these islands and we were pushed into the outlying regions. Cultural takeover that ensued, the spiritual significance of places such as these was soon forgotten. But doesn't Gold Dove practice that faith, right? They have a dragon faith and all that too? Why wouldn't they be big fans of this place? If this is an altar at the divine dragon worship, then maybe Stina knows something about it. Use the dragon tier stuff here. And the two pieces of the dragon tier do not go and form the, the dragon tier again, since there's two halves of it. For some reason, bringing it to this place makes it into the Chrono Cross. Which is actually an element we can equip. Where is it? There we go. So basically, well, it's caused some annoying things that start happening in the battles, but you can use it and basically restore all of Rion's elements, as I recall, with it. There we go. We also need it for this.
Hey, it's the princess! Let me see. Whoa, I think you're right. Wonder what happened. Do you think we should help her? Nah, it's not our job. Yeah, I guess so. It's probably nothing we could help with anyway. Hey, heartless animals. Sis, but the princess is bound by the past, and even we can't bring her back here. Look closely, see that? Hey, it's the time egg? Yes, although it's not in its complete form. Did the girl with the glasses make it? Probably, even though it's in its incomplete forms. If we can focus our powers into it, then maybe it'll work. Yeah, okay, new master. I think they're referring to Kid's pendant. Yep, it's you. We're gonna lend you our powers for a little bit. We're sending you back to the past where the princess is trapped. We only have one chance. Take care of the princess. Master Mune! Yeah, we get to go and do all this. Suddenly, we're in Luca's house. Also, they killed Gato too here. Miss Luke, Kid, and Mistress Luca are stuck in the back room. I am sorry they lack the power to help you. So yeah, like, what did frickin'... Oh right, I have finished enough. I think we do need to get into fights to save the kids around here. Seriously, like, the only people who don't really get touched on in Chrono Cross is basically Frog. Technically, Leia is Isla's mother. So she's still technically in this one. Admittedly, she doesn't really get affected that much, but still. Like, what? Why does everything from Chrono Trigger have to get, like, fucked with, killed, hurt, destroyed? Nothing, like, nobody gets a happy ending from Chrono Trigger. Let's see, yep, there he is. Yeah. Alright, free rainbow shell. And this is the machine that messed with Luca's mom's legs. What? There we go. Put in Laura, you get kids level 7.
Yeah, the little, like, stuff going on right next to the field effect thing, that's part of the Chrono Cross too, but it doesn't matter in the slightest until the very last fight. Yep. Try to go this way. Blocked up by fallen rubble. I'm surprised there isn't more red on the starter field effects. Handy. Though I swear Frozen never really lasts that long. Reread brooch, I guess. Review the expenses of space? Yep, there we go. Found the ice gun. And there goes Lena. We're told we need the ice gun for later. Okay. Randomly pop up there, huh? There's no kid hiding in here? There we go, you can do this with just the Chrono Cross. But if you, having the Master Mune is what lets you actually have, like, the whole party join you on this. As you can see, it wouldn't exactly be a challenge without everybody. There. Of course. There goes my combo. Oh, God damn it. Seriously, this does nothing but waste time. Has he gotten his? He has finally gotten his level 7. God damn it. Disappointment for that burn. Like some of them have even respawned down there. Oh, come on. Double, come on. Because if I had a red innate, I could just bring in some the salamander summon. Oh, yep, there is one item on the bed. And another rainbow shell. Where's this room? Is it on fire? Oh wait, yeah, this is what we're supposed to use. Is it? Where's the ice gun? Well. Oh, whoops. I thought I had the no encounter one on. My bad. Okay. Wasn't sure if getting rid of all that would, like, find something. Where's this thing again? Hey, she wasn't there a second ago. Teleport out, Ed, and I guess we took Kid and ran.
Or it's burning. Our home is burning. Look, all my friends, they're there. Why did this happen?
Why does Kid, like, child Kid, not have her Australian accent?
Are you gonna go away? You're going to leave me? Gonna be left all on my own again, aren't I? What I have ever loved has gone far, far away. No, don't leave me. What'll happen to me?
It's not like we got a choice, because...
Cheeks wet, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Will I ever see you again?
And away we go.
Where did you go? No, come back. Please don't leave me. Please, no, don't leave me all alone. Leon, how have you been? I'm right here.
And Kid's back. Finally, she's actually back as part of the plot after so long being out. Thank goodness, that'd be the power of Rio's love. Ho ho ho. And yes, Kid, Lucia is waiting for you in her lab in Viper Manor. She wanted to give you something. Anyway, there's no rush. Suggest you rest here for the day.
What, my wound?
Which wound?
Link stabbed me? What are you talking about? Wait a minute, not again. I lose my memory sometime.
Wait, from way back in Fort Dragonia? I mean, isn't that a bit of a moot point at this point in the game? I mean, that was a long-ass time ago.
When I'm in a dangerous situation where I might get hurt, I just seem to disappear. When I come to, I wake up without somewhere safe without a single scratch. Thing is, can't remember what happened. I don't get it. Anyway, it's happened to me plenty of times in the past, so it's nothing to worry about. Come on, mate, let's go.
I think you should be a little bit more concerned about that. Just a little bit. Oh yeah. I think we're going doing this. I'm pretty sure we can do this basically with just the yellow plate on Rio. We should basically be fine. We put a little bit more physical defense just in case. That's basically my best for that. Yeah. game. There we go. Oh, convenient. There is a save point right here. This is like the other super boss of the game. Like the dragon doesn't exist in this world. But Lena, what is that thing up there on the ledge? I do not think we have seen a monster like that before. Let those who disturb the peace of the land be punished. It's coming down! Quit me this, I the Chrono Sphinx, and thou hast trespassed on my domain. I must thou turmoil unto the land bring. What turmoil unto the land are you talking about? Then turmoil I bring unto thee. Depending on how thou meet this trial, thou may be allowed to leave this place alive. This has been an island which no man hath visited for aeons. The Chrono Sphinx has grown quite bored. Chrono Sphinx likes to talk to itself about itself in the third person. If thou possessest the courage to match thy wits to mine, thy sin may be forgiven. Then thou answer correctly my question 6. Now riddle me this! And what you know what we're supposed to do is use this as a chance to build up your... Oh, right, I did it. Or thou sayest thou canst not answer my question, malefactum. Then why, what have I to do with thee? Begone from my sight, Abby in malum rem. Say, you're supposed to, like, ask questions that basically are boiled down to what color am I talking about? If not, it starts busting out a bunch of yellow stuff. But we got the yellow plate on. So we really don't need to worry about much aside from its physical attacks. Which it really doesn't do that much with. Yeah, but it'll basically fully heal us whenever it casts the yellow spell, so... Sprains are going to be annoying, though. As I recall, Sprain basically removes your ability to dodge, I want to say? Ooh, okay, that was doing more than usual. So that next attack should be a spell. Oh no, I was wrong. Whoops. I miscounted. Usually it does only like 2 physical attacks and then goes back into spell mode. This is the first time we've actually seen the game over screen. Thus the life force of Calvario was not even allowed to be born into this world. Fate has no forgiveness to those who stand against him. Fate's dead at this point, so what are you talking about? What do you mean we weren't allowed to be born? Was that actually a part of any of this? Basically just need to really like guard through its physical attack phase and attack while it's spamming magic. I think it's the fact that it started critting there at the end that really did me in. Now if you do this the normal way, you get nothing out of this outside of a hint about the sequence. And here it comes. Oh, Lena almost survived that. Right. And now it's in physical mode. Really? Yep, now it's in magic. I guess I could always just cast an element at the end of my stamina, because that will always basically mean we'll get... Damn it, really? Get max stamina, usually. Yep. Not like we really got all that much damage out of that. Oh wait, just did its dual cast, so I think it's gonna go back to physicals. Called it. Now it should be in magic mode. Yep. We just watch out for the double cast guard until it's back out of physical mode. Guess we could probably get like a tap in here and there. Bring that. It's gonna be double cast mode, isn't it? Yep. Figure I might as well get a heavy attack in while we wait. I get like... I got 1 HP back for defending, what the heck? There we go. I don't know, we don't really have much else to be casting either way. I think this is the double cast. Guess I probably could have gotten a hit in there, couldn't I? Ready? And thunderstorm. I don't only get 3 stamina back, the hell? Where's I missed? Back up to 3, dang it. Sure, some of these rules are really not well established when it comes to stuff like this. Nope, it's the double. Well, that was 2 misses in a row. And now we're free to do whatever. That hit. Just imagine how this fight goes when you have more... How do you put it? When you have more of the yellow plates. That's way more damage than Luminar. I guess maybe that was the thought process behind this boss. Like, have it be a new game plus thing after you've gotten a pair of the plates, you know? And thunderstorm. So there's like 3 turns of physical attacks, a thunderstorm, an earthquake, a double cast, and then it's back to the 3 attacks. Hey, I actually dodged some. Let's have a ton of freaking HP. Oh, hey, Link. Hey, man, Surge's eyesight is really terrible, man. How are you doing? God damn it. Oh. I thought there'd be humans who could defeat the Career Sphinx by force alone. Thy way of life intrigues me, to conquer obstacles with brawn rather than brain. I warn ye, woe shall surely befall one such as thee. Vale. Okay. And with this victory, we are officially have a completely broken Rion, because the sunglasses boosts all physical damage by like, what was it, 30-ish% or something like that? Maybe more? Thank you, Link. Yeah, that's all the side stuff done. You can actually toss that onto Rion. Oops, too far. There we are. Here's the damage done by all kinds of attacks you make on your enemies. I think technically we could have done this at any point after we beat the Yellow Dragon. At least, at the very least, we have to beat during the whole, you know, dragon side quest before we can actually fight it, as I recall. Let's see. Oh yeah, we need Starkey in the party for this, as I recall. And we might as well stick Kid back in the party after all this freaking time she's been gone. Seriously, Kid is like basically the main character, and yet she's out of the party for most of the game. So recall for this next boss fight, we need all of the red elements. Why do you keep putting frickin' Sonya like, trap elements on my list, game? You really don't need that. Nice. I do approve of those games. They are fun. What do you mean he's annoying? He doesn't have enough of a character to be annoying. Oh, wait. I think if we go back to the home dimension, I think we can get Starkey's best weapon. As I recall, Starkey is a requirement for this next part. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this here sawfish caught it near the El Nido tray. What do you want to know? By the way, Shorty, you alright with that fishbowl over your head? Your face is all blue. No problem for Starkey. Blue is fine with me. Don't try this at home, though. If you caught it near the El Nido triangle, then that thing inside must be mine. Kid Starkey, take back what's mine. There's something inside that thing. Well, if it's yours, be my guest. And yeah, it's a plasma pistol hidden away in the sawfish. I am supposed to say something grateful, correct? You are welcome. Hey, a great miner, Shorty, but that's my line. Just so thanks will do. There aren't too many like you these days. Which kids would be more courteous? Starkey also learned thanks, but who cares, right? Okay, thanks for breaking the fourth wall there, I guess. And what? Stuck on Starkey for a second there. It's only 6 stronger than his current. Oh god, yeah. Oh boy, Kid. How's that on her? God. At least get her a stone. Here. Yeah, he needs his frickin' stone mail back. I guess actually putting the blue plate on her would probably be a good idea for what's coming up next too. Let's make her not suck at magic so much. I have a whole lot of random stuff, don't I? That. What are you talking about? She was out of the freaking game for so long. Like, at best, she'd have Iron Gear normally. Into the deep blue sea we go. What? Oh, whoops. There we go. I think Kid could probably use some HP. Think. It's very hectic. Back here. It like goes too hard and stays going too hard. Jesus. You have a serial killer clown? Which one, Harley or Skelly? What? No further setups for Starkey and Kid? More rainbow shells. Honestly, whose bright idea was how they set up the freaking, like, rainbow equipment in this game? Because you're not gonna get that without some extreme, like... I don't know how to put it. You have to put in a ton of work for it, and it's not that big of a reward. You get like a couple points more defense or attack compared to the Denadorite stuff. I guess they're not getting HP anymore. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Damn it. This is the no encounter one. Here's our destination. Oh, it's over here. This boss is a bit of a pain in the ass because it's literally immune to everything but red elements. Think about it. What other move did I have on Starkey? Oops. We'll get this out of the way. Earrings of Light, okay. Huh, if I planned this better, Kid could have just summoned Salamander here. Oh my gosh, I can summon Salamander on it. Oh, it actually killed it, okay. That was oddly simple. That sucker was worth a growth star.
Starkey ship in this world not broken. Starkey, I'm happy. That be the reason why we have air down here? Affirmative. Starkey ship creates a special force field. Starkey thinking the otherworld Starkey ship is in pieces and the parts are buried underground but still working. How?
If your ship's in pieces and everything's disconnected, how is it still working?
Yeah, it opened. Everything is in order. Navigational system is in operational. Starkey's bed is nice and cozy too. Can this take us to Terra Tower? This ship is only big enough to fly Starkey.
Okay, that's clearly a lie. It's big enough for everyone to fit in here.
Then what do we do?
If it's that the engine isn't strong enough to carry them all to the well, having extra occupants to fly them on up there, then why is the engine strong enough after we attach it to the frickin' boat?
Engine may be a bit rusty, but otherwise perfect. Yeah, that maybe we can use this. Starkey may be able to scrounge up more stuff. Starkey will come back later. What's this? It's an anti-gravity device. If you attach this to your boat, it will fly to Terra Tower easily. All we need now is a facility to install it. I heard there was a dock inside of Chronopolis.
You were with us when were in Chronopolis. You were just hanging with frickin' Lynx the whole time.
Alright, let's be on our way to Chronopolis. Let's see, Starkey need this and that. Oh yeah! This should do the trick. Boy, all you have to do is load the thing on the boat, right? What are you talking about? We need to attach a stabilizer to keep the auto gyro from spinning out of control. I don't get it, but just hurry it up, okay? Time to get to work. You, Starkey, am done. What do you mean done? All you did was load it onto the boat. Negative.
You said it while upside down. That means the conversation is over.
Bet you never expected we'd end up doing anything like this, did you, Rion?
No, I don't think when we met on the coast we would expect for Surge to get turned into a cat. Have to fight dragon gods all across the place, go into a time-displaced research facility, beat an alien, take an alien's engine, and using it to fly to another giant future tower. Why were we born? Why do we live? Where's this coming from? That's what we're gonna find out with our own eyes. I thought we were gonna go fight the dragon god.
Let's do it.
I feel like we need some music for this. This doesn't have as much impact when it's completely silent. Alright, Starkey, get out. Actually, wait, before we do that. Probably unequip all of his stuff. I didn't even give him his... I didn't upgrade his equipment anyway. Like, what do we get for, like, dismantling the plasma gun? I think this is like the party most people usually end up with at the end. It's either Rio, Glenn, and Kid, or Lena. It's one of the two, usually. Guess we can't dismantle the plasma gun. And the Master Hammer has a whole lot of different random stuff in it. Really not. Alright, we've reached the final dungeon. As I recall, this place takes forever. It's like frickin' Fort Dragonia long, except for it's a lot more straightforward. The ochre lands have dried up and withered. Is it your will? What are you talking about? What ochre lands have dried up and withered in this region? There's another point where the game's gonna scream environmentalism at everybody without understanding that, like, that doesn't really apply to this world. Oh, we probably should be changing that up. Seriously, nothing in this entire world seems to imply the kind of hellish and, like, wrecked landscape that it keeps claiming we have. Oh, it's already almost dead. You couldn't even one-shot Glenn with your big super move. And dead. Oh yeah, this is when we get the yellow fields and all that stuff. Which is definitely handy when you're trying to do the whole making the rainbow gear stuff. Can we do anything here yet? Since you can use that to basically set up the field for casting summon. Oh. You could probably get some more stat up, so we might as well get in some random encounters around here. Okay. Why did I lose my accuracy bonus? Oh no? Not the single did. Why did Kid take so much more damage than everybody else? The hell? Ah, come on, how come Rion doesn't get any HP ups? Great stairs. Okay, the effects on that looked off as hell. Gives a good fuck. No, I won't argue with that. Kid's really not that strong. Seriously, that's your own element that's kicking your ass there, kid. It's not actually a door. As I recall, somewhere around here we can actually get some rainbow gear. Oh, that's right, Kid has the frickin' blue plate on her. Maybe that's why, since that's lowering her defensive stats? Maybe? I do love the little cutout on the frickin' blue moon you can see there, like it's clearly a JPEG superimposed onto that background. I mean, they did use it like that in Chrono Trigger a few times as well. There we go. Maybe that'll help her. Oh, it's better. Okay, when's it gonna be our turn? Now, Chrono Trigger's definitely better than this game. I swear at this point the plot has devolved into a completely incoherent mess that no one but the writer understands. I mean, technically, isn't that the DS version? That was quick. There we go. Nice stat up for Kid and Blend there. Wait, what? Oh, whoops. I did this wrong. There we go. Can't we climb up this? Oh, really? I gotta fight you. God damn it! Why does this keep happening? Seriously, I swear the game frickin' lies to us what our hit odds are. No, wait, yeah, that's the right one. I'm still alive. Dang it. Never mind. Gonna use her hotshot, but no. Yeah, we're not getting any more stat ups. All that for a Nostrum. Great. Oh, so we did really need to go that way. Alright. We could have reached this even from down here. Another way. Okay. I recall. To get this, we have to walk? No, nope, never mind. Down we go. Yeah, this... You finally made it this far, Rion. What was that? Are you human? I was still human. I was locked up here and I have been here ever since. The tower is a fortress belonging to the ancient reptiles, a symbol of revenge brought against mankind by the dragons. No? What? It's not a symbol of revenge brought against mankind by the dragons. It was Dinopolis that was brought from the future by supposedly the planet to fight against Chronopolis. With the defeat of fate, the seal has been broken, this tower has surfaced. The eyes of the dragon we humans are the foes. A brain that has developed to 3 times its original size in the span of 3 million years. The humans have evolved at an enormous rate because of our contact with Lavos' flame. You keep saying that, game, and I still ain't buying that shit. In a sense, mankind is Lavos' offspring. The humans are extraneous to this planet. Now, how will you fight, Rion? Why do you guys keep ignoring the fact that we're the ones who killed Lavos? Is the planet ever gonna thank us for saving it from being eaten by the freaking space sand spur thing? But nah, the humans can't live with the planet. Yeah, this is game in a nutshell, a pack of lies. Okay. Tower's been corrupted. If that is the idea, they don't explain it well. This game loves to spout out philosophical bullshit that's nothing but sound and fury signifying nothing, and yet just tries to handwave so much of its plot points. Not to mention just tries to completely retcon crap from the actual Chrono Trigger game. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, if they wanted it to be that, why didn't they make it that? They had plenty of time to be able to state stuff like that all throughout the game. Hey, Jesus, are you guys gonna ever finish? Thank you. How much stamina do you guys get a turn? It's not even that it's just chaos, it's also that it constantly tries to shoot itself in the foot for its own morals and all that stuff. Because there's just so much that counteracts whatever it's trying to say. Like, it loves going on about humanity, but, like, disrespects nature and cannot live at one with the planet and all that, when it doesn't really show that. The only thing that it can point at is the Hydra incident at best, and that one can still be argued against. How do we... I don't remember how we get over there. Come on. I mean, seriously, this entire region is nothing but, like, pretty nature and vistas and all that stuff. Nothing about this whole thing is, like... You know, that might be fine if Kid was actually in this game for more than a few seconds and completely flip-flops her character half the time. Oh, yes, I played this game before. On top of that, it has to take a complete and total dump all over Chrono Trigger just to try to make these points, too. Like, did Fate really have to go and murder Robo for no real reason? Like, he just gets brought out of nowhere to be killed, because why the fuck not? Oh no, everyone's sad. Oh, come on. Really? Well, ow. I'm sorry, what? You know, you do have the freaking, what was it, Redfield spell, dude? And dead. And I swear this game would be way better, well, best as it could, if it wasn't trying to tie itself to Chrono Trigger, too. Like, there are just so many retcons made to this universe through this game that it feels like it's not even in the same universe anymore. Like, the dwarves, the demi-humans, all those people never existed in Chrono Trigger. And yet suddenly here they are, and suddenly they're basically stand-ins for the usual man's inhumanities to minorities and all that kind of stuff, when that was never a thing in the previous universe. I think that was the Spectral Glove. I might as well turn into a rainbow dagger for Kid at this point. And she's the only one who doesn't have a really good weapon at this point. Oh wait, now that I think about it, we should probably end a few more fights here. So, come on, there we go. And I guess I can might as well put on Saints. I mean, if it was its own thing, then we wouldn't be able to just keep pointing and going like, wait, what? This makes no sense. I mean, according to what happened in the other game, this makes no sense. What? This entire region didn't exist. Oh god, here we go. This be Viper Manor? What is going on? We need more exposition, and there's only one man who can dump this much lore on us. Welcome, it's good to see you finally made it here. I've been expecting you, Rion. I don't know why you're expecting anything out of us. Where are we? Is this Viper Manor? This is a space that does not exist, but never mind that. I'm hand-waving this, don't think too hard. More importantly, I have something I must explain to you. Who are you? My name is Balthazar. In the ancient magical kingdom of Zeal was known as a Sage of Reason. Well, that was up until the Queen of Zeal attempted to harness the power of Lavos. Let's just say things got out of control and Lavos created a dimensional vortex that threw me far into the future. There I seized the opportunity to study the science of the future. I was then able to apply to that the knowledge I brought from my own era, including magic, but it's been long since lost in the future. Anyway, this led me to make huge progress in the research of time. Well, that research led to the creation of Chronopolis and to the time crash. You might think I really blew it, but perhaps it was really my finest hour. Ho ho ho. Yes, well, leading to my research leading to the experiment that caused time to collapse and dimensions to rip apart was really my finest hour. Anyway, I created a compact time machine that I dubbed the Neo Epoch.
I used it to time warp to this age to learn of Chronopolis and Fate's plan to see how things were turning out.
Why would you go further into the past to find out the plans of people in the future? I know, like, they went back into the past and made this region and all that stuff. Yeah, but there's a big problem with that. Shala and Lavos are not part of this story. Yeah, I mean, like you say, there's like all this stuff, but they're not a part of the actual narrative. They just show up and they're like, yeah, we're this now, deal with it. There's nothing that really builds into them. They aren't really characters. There's nothing about them that really fit into everything that was happening before. They're just shoehorned in here because this has to link to Chrono Trigger. Terra Tower is really a city of the Reptites from another dimension's future. It was originally Dinopolis, this we already know, the castle of Azala's descendant who achieved a much more intimate evolution with our planet. They did, because we said so, even though back when they were shown in the original Chrono Trigger, they were a bloodthirsty, warlike race that wanted to murder everything they could. Dinopolis was drawn into the dimension's past about 10,000 years ago. That was done so that it could serve as a counterbalance against Chronopolis, which Lavos pulled here. I mean, you could also argue that that's fate saying that. Since at that point, fate was the one trying to nuke the Sea of Eden to keep you from the frozen flame at that time. Needs to say, a fierce battle ensued. In the end, Chronopolis emerged as a victor and the Reptites' fortress was sealed away by fate. But more important now is the role the dragons play in all of this. Originally, the whole archipelago of El Nido was known as the Sea of Eden. That was because it was where the dragon gods reside. Not really. Seriously, where are the dragon gods supposed to have actually come from originally in the Chrono Trigger universe? Because again, in Chrono Trigger, they didn't exist. And I mean, if as you say that because Lavos killed the dragon gods, why are they still around? Why do they still matter if they're supposed to be dead at this point? Or did they also get pulled out of another dimension with Dinopolis? If so, why didn't they say they got pulled out of another dimension with Dinopolis? But then fate sealed away the dragon god's power, in effect becoming a god itself. Thus, the island where the new godhead Fate existed came to be called the Sea of Eden instead. Because apparently the computer system had the ego to want to be a god. Perhaps you didn't realize it, but you were used by the dragon gods to eliminate Fate. We're a bit late on that one. It was not true that the dragon god sealed away the frozen flame, rather it's quite the opposite. It was Fate that used the power of the flame to seal away the dragon gods. Didn't we already know this too? In reality, the dragon gods are in opposition to man, while Fate was actually the protector of humanity. The dragon gods were originally a singular plasma life form, a living accumulation of the planet's energy. Life form was a biological machine used to control the power of nature in the future society of the Reptites. In order to control the natural energy itself, Fate divided the one dragon god entity up into 6 weaker plasma life forms. Why not just kill it? It then scattered them across the land and sealed them away. Their dragon-like appearances were just pseudo-guises, temporary forms that they take so they can appear in this dimension. But all that changed when Fate was vanquished and its power hold was eliminated. At that moment, the 7 dragons, who had been rendered almost powerless and forgotten, traveled across the dimension to recombine into a single entity. Because they had the ability to cross dimensions. That was established before, right? I mean, the whole crossing dimensions wasn't a unique thing to Surge just because he was the air quotes missing piece and had the whole astral amulet, whatever nonsense that allowed him to transport between dimensions. Apparently everybody can do it. 7 dragons? I thought there were only 6. There were 6 dragons you knew of and 1 more hidden dragon you didn't, like the second moon that once was lost but later was found. Yeah, that's also some bullshit that was never really explained. What do you mean? Why is there suddenly a second moon? Although the same planet my world didn't have 2 moons. Look up in the night sky and you will see 7 celestial bodies, 5 stars and 2 moons. There's more than 5 stars in the sky. 5 brother stars that correspond to the 5 colored dragons ruling like gods over the night skies. 1 moon that corresponds to the white sky dragon, another darker daughter moon to counterbalance them. The fire dragon, water dragon, green dragon, earth dragon, black dragon, sky dragon, and 1 more, the final dragon, the dark moon dragon, the one who was to work to free the other dragons from their bondage to the fake computer. The child the others created on the night of the electric storm that temporarily caused fate to loosen its hold on them. I believe you know her as Harley. Dun dun dun, this doesn't really mean anything. Unbelievable! The dragon gods were the essence of nature on this planet. Perhaps we can consider what's happened as our planet's vengeance on us for doing absolutely nothing. They'll finally sweep away the unwanted humans from the face of this blue planet. First it was fate, and now it's the planet? Or vice versa, but either way you look at it, now's the time to set things right. The future of mankind, destiny of this planet, everything depends on the next battle you will fight. But unfortunately, the time for us to part has come. Hey mister, is that the Chrono Cross you guys have there? Chrono Cross, the melody and harmony. It has the power to cross space and time and unify people's thoughts and feelings. It has the power to transfer memories. By using it as an element, it has the power to draw on the sound of the 6 color elements to produce a healing harmony. It has the power to combine the sounds of the world into one melody. I'm sure we'll meet again soon in one time period or another. Be careful now, good luck. Fuck you too, dude. Maybe so, but that's not how time works. I'm trying to... God damn it. Why is it when I go into speed mode, it's so hard to actually select something? There we go. Oh hey, finally the ultimate black spell has shown up. And I mean, like, half of what you're saying is, like, implications, air quotes. It's not something that's actually stated in-game. It's, like, something we had to come up with on our own to try and explain all this bullshit. Oh yes, and this is the melody. Too bad the game doesn't really explain what this is really supposed to mean, and you're only hearing it, you don't actually see it. It's, what was it? It's yellow, red, green, blue, white, black, I think is what it was. I have to look it up again. Oh, hey. Return our tree, give back our green forest. What are you talking about? There is nothing but green forest on these islands. Where is this mass deforestation you're claiming is occurring going on? Oh no, I'm being scanned. Okay, that was a thing. As he just takes how many turns in a row right there? It's like half of this, like, stuff they just keep bringing up and going on and on about. It's like, okay, but what does that matter to what's going on? And sweet Jesus, dude. That's probably gonna hurt someone. Oh, hey. Oh wait, I probably don't want to try to finish him off with a summon. Because that means we can't get Greenfield. It also doesn't help that, how do I put this? There's no real character to any of it. I mean, like, they keep going on and on about all of this, like the whole, like, we suck, the huge planet hates us stuff. But our characters never respond to this. They're not really a part of anything that's going on. The game is just yelling at the player, and none of the people in our party care. It's like, if they don't care, why the hell should we care? Look, those two beams come from the other side. What if they act as some kind of sealing device? Yeah, we gotta go to the other side if we want to actually reach the top. I mean, like, during that entire conversation about the dragons and all that stuff, at most we gotta... No way! You mean Harley was actually a dragon? At most. Nobody was responding to anything... Oh, yeah, like... Seriously, I like to point at the frickin', like, the dwarves as the biggest moment where the game shoots itself in the foot over all this freaking thing, nature crap. Like, they just keep going on about how everything is the humans' fault as the dwarves are currently skull-fucking a few fairies into the ground. It's like, yeah, and they also, you know, came driving in a frickin' armor division tank that's spewing smog and smoke and just, like, polluting everything and all that. It's like, Like, congratulations! You're completely undermining any point you're trying to make. And of course, nobody in our team will actually, like, point out anything that the dwarves are doing wrong. Nobody will actually point fingers at the dwarves and say, these guys are assholes and they've done... and they went and tried to genocide the fairies and all that. The game keeps on trying to point them as being in the right. I don't think the hypocrisy is intentional. Because if it was intentional, someone would point that out. Someone would actually comment about how wrong they were. But no one does. I think, well, it's like, what was it put? The irony of an echo chamber is the fact that it's soundproof. The game is constantly yelling at us all these things, and it thinks it's in the right because no one's allowed to actually, like, comment back at it. Maybe, like, we had that whole, like, meeting between our characters on Fargo's ship after all the stuff with Fate went down. And, like, no one really commented on any of the philosophy being thrown around. Nobody is saying anything about whether or not anything's in the right or wrong. If she does, it's very forgettable in a throwaway line of dialogue that no one will really remember. Oh, hey! This dude back from when we were on the, brain, why? Back in the freaking Fort Dragonia, the wrestling robot. As Rion just does like 1,500 damage there. Oh, wait, I forgot my black hole, trap elements. It dead! Oh, that was easy. Though I guess the white side one's probably going to be a bit more difficult since Rion's not going to have crazy damage bonuses against it. Get back here. I think I just proved that wrong. Oh god. And if this two of Xenogears can look better compared to you, you know you fucked up. And I swear, it also feels like there was more than like one writer going on through all this. Like, it feels like there's so much of the stuff is not really connected. Like, what is most of the stuff that's going on with, like, the Dragoons and all that have anything to do with the rest of the game? We all have PTSD flashbacks to chairs under spotlights after playing that. Will you guys hurry up and get the big stat up so I can stop running into these random encounters? The big problem with Xenogears does too is the one complete shift in writing style and character for several people. Like, Ellie suddenly going on and on about haves and have-nots was not a theme that was anywhere else in Xenogears. At least not as upfront as they were making it. And two, that it's a hard shift in style, I guess the best way to put it. It's like you suddenly were playing like a general JRPG and suddenly you're in a visual novel. It's not exactly what you were signed up for, you know? There we go. Now to go beat up the white. Actually, now that I think about it, aren't they using frickin' robots for all this? What are these robots that were all naturally made? It's also a literal recolor of the guy we just fought on the other side. Damn it, can you guys actually hit? Yes, clearly these were made by Umbrella. Okay, where is it stated that they use human souls? Oh, this is gonna probably murder the ever-living crap out of Kid. Yep! Magnify will do that. Oh, dang it. God damn it, stop missing! You know what? The Saints are coming marching in. Oh, wait. Oh, hopefully it doesn't kill it. It shouldn't. Oh, never. Oh, hell then. Oh, did he just get fatigued? He did. You definitely gotta break up this effect. God damn it, kid! You guys please stop freaking missing all the time? Because I'm pissed at just trying to kill everything. Again, please stop missing so much. Hey, that was 2,000 damage! Well, that made things simpler. Alright, we're almost done here. Hey, it's the one we were missing. Is respecting the origins of life. Mother Sea suffers, you must pay the price. Bitch, the ocean around here is so clean you can breathe underwater. Oh joy. Break up the water parade. Oh yeah, now it's gonna... Yeah, murder the crap out of Kid. This is just not Kid's dungeon. Seriously, you hate Kid, don't ya? Oh wait. Ah, damn it. Well, Kid's not getting the usual growth stars. No, well, it's not like it really matters that much. We are at the final boss. Oh, it was black-white. I was wrong. Oh, yes. Seriously, why are there over 50 playable characters in this game? And all of them suck! None of them were given time to develop or have any kind of character. Especially since, again, none of them are allowed to actually respond to anything that goes on. And apparently we got a whole bunch of people screaming. And saying, welcome. Those who know the torment and joy of creation know the pain of destruction. Therefore, that passeth through here must be prepared to share the burden that I carry. Sure. Oh yeah, it did. It especially helps that in Sui Coded, you had a maximum team of freaking 6. In this one, we have a max of 3, and one slot is always taken up by Surge. Well, until New Game Plus, but I don't think that should really count when we're talking about the first run-through, which is most important. There are like 45 characters in this game, and you're only allowed to use 2 of those 43 at a time, or 44, or whatever. Oh yeah, I agree. The music in this game is great, but that doesn't really make up for it.
So this is the true Frozen Flames. Truth.
Are we sure? I mean, we keep calling different things Frozen Flames.
Hold on, don't touch it.
Okay.
Everyone okay? Screw you, us humans ain't gonna let you have your way any longer. Come on, show your bloody self.
I mean, its art direction and its music are great, but when that's not done in service to a good story and game, it doesn't really matter much. In order to survive, all living things in this world must fight desperately and devour those they defeat. Must one kill other living things in order to survive? I mean, yes, that is generally how it works. Must one destroy another's world in order to allow one's own world to continue? The wounded in turn wound the torment those weaker than themselves. They're only the killers and the killed, the sinners who are judged and the victims that do the judging. What meaning is there in such a world?
Whether it's mean to our lives or not, we still go on living, you know. You got no right to deny that.
I shall cleanse the blue planet of you filthy humans once and for all. I mean, hell, I actually own the freaking Chrono soundtrack. Now we get to fight this big chonker, who really doesn't have much animation to him. Okay, well, that was an attack. Ah, dang, I was gonna try to have her steal. Oh, come on, I did one. Oh. Right, I forgot about this. Whee! Yeah, now he's yellow and 8. Oh no, not uplift. Or fireball. Oh, it's doing the freaking sequence, isn't it? Not that anyone would really know that the first time through. Hey, you can steal elements? Alright. Especially since the sequence is gonna get lost in the usual flurry of attacks that we do in these games. Oh no, it's not doing it anymore. Really, Magma Bomb? Oh no, I guess it is, but it started at red this time for some reason. Off we go! I recall this dude actually does have like a lot of HP. Which does mean we should be swapping around to blue soon, so I can use X-Strike on that. Oh, you have that. That came out of nowhere. Up, here we go. Well, there goes most of your health there. So one of the problem with like the whole you gotta know the order, yellow, red, green, blue, black, white, is the fact that the game does not emphasize that. Like there isn't much that's telling us that you really need to know that right now, man. If you don't, you're gonna get screwed later on, man. There we go, healed up. You hit the wrong target with that, dude. Oh yeah, I did use that one up. I think we're on to the final stage. Definitely need to give Kid a heal. As I recall, he's going... I think he's probably gonna Ultra Nova me soon. I haven't actually used Hot Shot yet, have I? We really need to get a nice panty shot off on her there. I'm sorry, what? Oh, it was definitely an attack. Oh, and he's dead. Yeah, I know. I mean, basically, it just ends on, like, Shala giving a whole Hope for Humanity speech, and then credits of a girl walking along the train tracks. And then a picture of what many assume to be Kid and Surge together. Although, I mean, honestly, it could easily just been an old shot of Shala back before all this happened. That thing, the Dragon God, is only a quasi-existence, a temporary form that the real Dragon God uses in order to appear in this dimension. The actual Dragon God was consumed long ago, swallowed by that being on the other side. Oh yeah, this is when we just get freaking Shala thrown in here. The Frozen Flame is a splinter from the extraterrestrial being Lavos. The one who connects with the Frozen Flame, in effect, links with Lavos itself. As the mediator between Lavos and living things, that one will gain extraordinary power by binding them with the new seed of destruction, the Devourer of Time. Didn't we just kill the Time Devourer? What in blazes, the Devourer of Time? Now go to the place where time became divided and weave the thread of time together again. Chrono Trigger. You keep calling us that, but we're not that. The Devourer of Time is a new life form. Born from the fusion of a life form from this planet with Lavos, whose nest on the far side of the dimensional void. In the far future, when the fusion becomes complete, it will awaken. Then the Devourer of Time will begin to consume all space-time continua. Despair and hatred to return all things to nothingness. That is what it desires. Oh crap, X-Death is here. Here, take this with you. The time egg will enable you to travel beyond space-time. The world is in your hands. Go, release the life that is imprisoned. That I didn't really name or talk about at any point during this. Oh hey, Mr. Show's back there. Crikey, what bloody hell's happening? This place is going to crumble to pieces. Why did Kid and Surge get married? They have no chemistry or relationship together. But okay, this is happening. Also, why would Shala be looking for Surge? They have never shared a bit of dialogue together. Well, they did a very poor job of it. Alright, well, that's a thing. It'll never get touched on, but it's a thing.
That's Terratav's final true form. In the end, we're all the same. Everyone dreams of being greater, more powerful.
We've come this far. All that remains to defeat the Devourer of Time. Once we wipe the Devourer of Time off the face of this planet, it's all over. Hopefully everything will go back to normal again.
You're wrong. Things won't ever go back to the way they were. Destiny Fate is dead.
I mean, just because a computer called itself Fate doesn't mean the actual concept of fate is dead.
From now on, as humans have to choose our own way in life. We also have to take responsibility for the choices we make, and something's got to be done about the way we go around hurting and killing one another. We've got to settle our differences once and for all.
I mean, we already know that does happen. Chrono Trigger does show that there's supposed to be a happy ending after Lavos is dead and all that. Everything's peaceful and hunky-dory.
This is what's really important, what we do now. The issue ain't whether we defeat that bastard or not. I'm afraid that depending on how we go about it, we could lose out on gaining something really precious. So the fight is the way, the issue is the way we fight. So where on earth is the real Devourer of Time? I guess the key is to find it lies at that beach. That's where this whole thing started, and it's also probably where the whole thing will end.
And now that I think about it, like, most people never really got to experience anything about Radical Dreamers. Like, isn't this like this remaster that got released like the first time it's actually fully been released in English? That in itself would cause problems for people trying to play this game. And suddenly the Chrono Trigger kids are around. Even though they're way younger than they should be. They're also supposed to be dead. Oh boy, Luca. Get ready, folks. We got a lot of dialogue still to get through.
So you finally made it, Rion. When did the sorry tale all begin? Was it 10 years ago when you almost drowned here? Or was it 14 years ago when you were wounded by the Panther Demon that attacked you?
Again, where are the other Panther Demons on this island? Shouldn't we have had like a boss fight or something against one at some point?
That resulted in you being carried to Chronopolis, where you came into contact with Fate and the Frozen Flame. Or perhaps it was 2,400 years in the future, when the time crash hurled Chronopolis back to prehistoric times.
Actually, no, it didn't get really thrown back to prehistoric times. I mean, it was basically got thrown into, like, slightly, like, a few thousand years after Zeal.
Or could it have been 12,000 BC, when an ancient magical kingdom met its end after trying to use Lavos? Each is close to being correct, and yet at the same time so far from the right answer. The true beginning was during the destruction of the ancient kingdom of Zeal.
That was one of your options!
As the palace collapsed around her, Princess Shala was sucked into a dimensional vortex along with the Lavos Mammon machine. Shala and Lavos became unified into one even more evolved entity that would evolve into the Devourer of Time. Filled with the hatred and sadness of Lavos, half of Shala's mind became set on destroying all of existence. At the same time, the other half of her mind desired to save the universe and to be rescued herself. And as Shala fell through the time gate in this condition, she heard your crying echoing through time.
Because a real panther isn't dangerous enough, I guess. Oh yeah, this Shala fell through the time gate in this condition. She heard your crying echoing through time because apparently Surge has the kind of lungs that can be heard throughout time-space when you got poisoned. And nobody else in the entirety of the time stream was actually crying out at any point. So that she couldn't latch onto that for some reason. That is where her story and yours began to intertwine. It's also when the past and the future began to intersect and when the world became divided into two. Led by the pitiful crying the young Rion made as the Panther Demon's poison took hold of him, Yes, Rion, the sound of your crying touched the heart of Princess Shala, and no other crying did. Before the destructive mindset could become dominant, she cloned herself and sent her copy into this dimension. Because she could do that! Shala left her baby daughter clone with her ancient magical pendant. That was to safeguard her daughter clone in life and death situations. The pendant would rewind time a little, sending her daughter clone into a safer point in the immediate past. Sweet Jesus, this is some fanfic level bullshit. That's right, Kid is Shala's daughter clone. It's like, what the fuck? Why do we have to introduce daughter clones from some girl that's never been mentioned in this game? Nobody here has any context on who Shala is. Does anybody here care about her? You're wrong on me, I ain't no Shala's daughter or clone. Yes, that's right, Kiv, that's how you feel. I think Princess Shala would have wanted it to be that way too. ... Indeed. Now about Project Kid, the time control project Balthazar planned out. The whole project existed to lead you to this one special point in time. The founding of Chronopolis, the time crash, and the battle between Fate and the Dragon Gods. It was all coordinated so that you would get your hands on the Chrono Cross and come to this place. Even though we could totally come to this point without the Chrono Cross. It just brings out my ranty side when nothing makes sense. But I can easily point out how this doesn't matter to anything. It's just like, why? 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 Of course, Kid was not to know anything about this whole plan until later. Further in the future, she is meant to travel back 10 years in time from now to save Rio from drowning. Because we need some more time travel into this. Kid was also meant to call Rio into the other world as he spoke with Lena here on Apasa Beach. You're our last hope, our final chance. Only you who came into contact with Shala and Kid, Shala's clone daughter, can do it. So this whole thing is nothing but one old man just trying to save some frickin' princess that he used to serve under way back in 12,000 BC. He caused the frickin' collapsing of dimensions and time itself, all to save Shala. The character nobody gives a fuck about. She wasn't even all that important in freaking Chrono Trigger. She was just the person whose magic was strong enough to run the Mammon Machine. Beyond that, none of the in the party cared about her outside of Magus. And she was his sister. Yeah, and Shala is the one who caused the storm to cause the power failure so that that Rio could come into contact with the frozen flame. Seriously, what the hell is this? Like I said, it's like someone's bad fan fiction. Someone was really obsessed over Shala on the writing team to decide to make her the one most important thing in the universe. And Kid's her clone daughter, so therefore she must be the best character ever too. In the darkness that exists on the other side of time, Shala has been integrated with the Devourer of Time. Please, Rion, release Princess Shala from the binds of that monster and her own hatred. Show us the life form that exists on this planet, what our new future will be. How? What? No one's gonna care. We're going into the freaking, super future where all timelines collapse. The planet of this time period will not give a fuck. But we're not done yet! There's more! A new species is about to be born on this planet, an alien life form even more evolved than the old Lavos. I wouldn't really call Lavos a highly evolved life form. It was just an angry sand spur that ate a planet and left. And it made everybody deal with its shit. That's all it was! It didn't have higher brain functions from anything we could see. At the darkness beyond time, the weakened Shala came under the influence of Lavos, and the two became one entity. It is now up to you, the one whom the frozen flame has chosen as its arbiter. We weren't chosen as its arbiter! Shala just got, really into some kid's crying, made a storm happen so it could come in contact with a piece of Lavos, and apparently that means we're chosen by the frozen flame, and nobody from Chronopolis was apparently an arbiter at any point in time either. How are they working with the thing if none of them were an arbiter? You alone can decide how the new Lavos, which has encaged Shala within it, will evolve from here.
Your actions will determine whether in the future all time is devoured by lava, sending the world into everlasting death. Balthazar foresaw this was going to happen in his world in the year 2300. How? How would he be able to foresee this going to happen? What exactly allowed him to know that Shala fused with the Mammon Machine and Lavos in order to become something way down into like the super futures time period to go back and eat the past? At what point would he assume this was going to happen? If he's determined to prevent it from happening no matter what it took, the Chrono Cross, it alone can combine the sound of the planet that the 6 types of elements produce. And this is the only point where we get to find out this is what the whole sequence is supposed to be. You know, after we would have actually been able to know that we should memorize the thing. I guess. Seriously. The melody and harmony that brims within all life forms use the song of life to heal our enmity and suffering. You don't know what enmity means by this point, I swear. You use it way too much. Someone get these people with the thesaurus to learn what other words you can use but that. Okay, Chrono, what you got? Where even angels lose their way. 10 years ago, you died at this very spot. There's no mistake, you drowned. Truth is, this world in which you are still alive is the irregularity. This is the false reality. That's not how alternate dimensions work! 10 years ago, it was Lynx who tried to kill you at this beach. Okay! I thought he tried to drown. He was about to drown. How did Lynx get involved in this? After Prometheus broke the link between fate and the flame, fate tried to eliminate any obstacle that stood in its way. But wasn't Prometheus always a part of fate and always doing this stuff? At what point did we come into this equation? In the meantime, the 6 dragons had sent Harley forth to try and gain possession of the flame. Harley made contact with Fate's biological incarnation Lynx and tricked him into temporarily joining forces. Okay. But how would Lynx not figure out that, how would Fate not be able to figure out that Harley was a dragon? Good, it's a much better game than this one. It's much more coherent. The elimination of the Prometheus circuit lock and the frozen flame was everyone's top priority. What do you mean everyone? I thought it was only Fate's top priority. Nobody in Chronopolis mentioned Prometheus circuit. Weren't they one who put the Prometheus circuit into place? Lynx and Harley abducted Luca, who alone could release the Prometheus lock that guarded the flame. Why? Why would Luca be able to do that? She's from the freaking medieval ages. Computers don't exist yet. Circuits don't exist yet. I guess because she meet Gato? I know she was friends with Robo and Chrono Trigger, but she wasn't the one who made him. She had no part in that. But the whole attempt only ended in failure, so they waited for you to appear instead. You see, Fate calculated that you would one day cross the dimensions and try to make contact with the flame. But isn't that Balthazar's plan? Wasn't Fate part of Balthazar's plan? Would it program it to follow the plan? Why wouldn't he program it to follow the plan? Why make it this so convoluted? I don't know how to break this to you, but Lynx was actually your father, Wazuki! Why? Drawing closer to the flame caused him to become unstable, and the image of you dying in terror changed completely. What? Finally, after having his psyche totally eroded, he lost his soul and was easily integrated by Fate. Fate turned Wazuki into a biological interface, modeling him after your worst fear at the time, a panther. But then why is he a lynx then? Although Wazuki managed to escape from Chronopolis with you, he later completely succumbed to Fate. So he had all this crazy shit happen to him. He got turned into a cat man, but he still managed to escape with Surge from Chronopolis to Arnie. What? Humans are such fragile, disjointed, imperfect things. Love and hate, life and death. Perhaps even fate itself dreamed of using the flame to someday reincarnate itself into a new species. It's quite sad, really. It's like when you gaze into the flame gazes back into you. Now you're just, stealing from Nietzsche. Okay, I'm gonna save after all that bullshit. This hurts my brain! Okay, so...
As I recall, we need to make sure we have like a few of each elements on every... Oh, no, wait, it's not so important on him. As I recall, we want him with at least a couple of threads, though. Let's see, trying to think of how to order this. So, yeah, we only need one yellow on the team. We need to go yellow, red, forcing the time devourer to use green. No, wait. No, wait. No, then it uses yellow. My bad. It uses red, yellow. Then Surge would use... Surge uses a fireball or something. No kidding. So he does... Probably swap this out for... Oh, something else low level. Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, the thing is you need to be able to, like, go through those 6 elements, like, one right after the other kind of a thing. Oh god, you have a whole lot of reds on you. Because the Time Devourer loves to just try to screw with your setups, trying to, you know, actually do the whole thing. I think we're gonna have them all. It is also hilarious that if you just kill the Time Devourer, the game just cuts to black and ends. Wait, what? Why isn't it going? Come on. There we go. Final gate, which leads to the darkness of time. Looks like this is finally it. Come on! It's time to bring this chapter to an end and create a brighter future. One that has far less philosophy and exposition. Come on, Rio, mate. You don't want to keep the girl waiting any longer. She's been waiting for you, and only you, for over 10,000 years, I might add. Why? Why only Surge? Out of everybody in the universe. What happened to poor Magus? Poor Elf. Elf does not get any love from her. If the world's gonna be destroyed, then let it be destroyed. If history's gonna be changed, let it bloody well be changed. I'll show you what radical dreamers really dream about. And what is that exactly? Aren't you supposed to be part of a group? Where are the rest? Also, when did Shala get a dye job and de-age? Because I tell ya, OG Shala definitely had more boob to her. Oh yeah, that's right. He only uses greens until you actually try to start doing the pattern. Okay, get everybody up to 8. Then we need full stamina. Okay, so we'll have Rion use Uplift. Frog. Toss out red. Back up. Okay, there we go. Okay. He's used yellow. Then we go red. Go green. Now we need blue. Black. Why bother giving her a freaking dye job in either game? There we go, we got it. And then Chrono Cross. Come on, Shala, set me free from all this. Oh, certainly shiny. You gotta love how no one's actually looking at Shala during all this. They're all just staring blankly ahead at nothing. I'm trying to remember, did Shala have blue eyes in the original Chrono Trigger? Waiting an eternity just for this very moment. Really? What is so defining about this moment? Meaningless hurting one another into the disappearing life forms. Love to hate, hate to love. Why are we born? Why do we die? Evolution, survival of the fittest? What is there to be achieved from harming one another, killing one another? The eggs that we call planets and the innumerable spermatozoa, the life form which gather around them. One of these countless seeds is joined with a planet, a new universe is born. Wait, isn't that the plot for Final Fantasy VII? Isn't that what Sephiroth tries to do? All that exists for that one moment, all so that the universe can evolve into the next dimension. Does that make us all just pawns? Are each of our lives, short lives, nothing but a cheap sacrifice just so the one chosen life form can be born? No, that is not the case. Each and every one of us has a chance of becoming that one chosen life form. Yes, it could be you. Each of us tries to do our best with the hands we've been dealt, but it's our genes or the environment we live in. Each life form struggling to make the best of the life it's given forms a link in the golden chain that leads to the creation of a new universe. Every single thing in the whole of nature is perhaps just dreaming a dream of life. All of them are also perhaps nothing more than a dream dreamt by a planet before its birth. What does this have to do with anything we've been through up to this point? But yes, eventually all dreams will return to Zervon, the Sea of Dreams. The hell is Zervon? This This is not something that's been brought up before. No, it wasn't. It was not a technical masterpiece. It ran like shit on the PSX. It had so much slowdown during battles and stuff because the PSX could not handle it. Rion, don't go yet, Rion. It's alright. Everything is alright now. I mean, heck, it still has issues on this. Even when I'm not running in like the triple speed mode, there is still major frame skips and slowdowns in combat on the PlayStation 5. 4 generations later, and it still has issues because the engine it runs on is not good. Time which has been divided will be unified again now. What is even that supposed to mean? The time for Wells has come. You'll lose all memory of the whole adventure and return to your own time. Why? But this time you will be able to live your own life. So everything gets undone, but apparently we're gonna have a semi-happy ending, and why are we using the simple frame? This is not the frame I've been playing the game in so far, game. As I continue to follow my brother's footsteps as a great dragoon. You mean the one who got possessed by the Masamune and tried to murder everybody? Good luck to you, Rion. I look forward to the next time we meet. But you're dead in this universe. Whereas, like, are the two, like, timelines supposed to, like, the two alternate matches supposed to be combining together, except that it makes it so that everybody gets a happy ending, even if that doesn't make sense? We alone do not have the power to heal the world's woes or to solve all of its mysteries, and yet, even then, it was bloody good knowing you, mate. Thanks for being born, you, Rion. Why'd you suddenly turn Australian for the last sentence? I guess now's the time to say see you later, mate, but I'll find you sometime, somewhere. I'm bloody sure of it. Where does your Australian accent even come from? No matter the time, no matter the world you live in, I'll find you. Even though my speaking style completely changed as I went through this rant. Also, that is not the right world map being shown back there, according to Chrono Trigger. Rion, hey Rion! Are you alright? What's the matter? Don't scare me like that, you just passed out all of a sudden. What? Terra Tower? Fate? Apparently the whole thing about us losing our memory was complete bullshit. What are you talking about? We just got here. You got some Komodo dragon scales for me, don't you remember? You sound confused. Come on, Rio, get with the programmer. Summer's only just started. What does that matter? You don't have like a school system that gives you summer vacation. Thus the curtain closes on another tale. An eternity has passed. Fleeting dreams fade into the distance. All that is left now is me and my memories. I'm sure we'll meet again someday, you and I. Another place, another time. It's just that we might not realize that you are you and I am me. And I am the walrus cuckoo Kachu. Let us open the door to the great unknown, come across another reality, and live another today. Even when the story's been told, life goes on. Until we meet again, take care of yourself, my friend. Forever yours, Shala Kid Zeal. For some reason, I'm not using the Australian accent like I was at the end of my speech earlier here. And look, it's the picture that caused 1,000 debates. Like, I've heard someone say that because of that picture, apparently none of the bad stuff that happened to the Chrono Trigger cast happened. Like, somehow Chrono Marley's deaths are undone, Dalton no longer takes over the world with Poray, and the game is frozen, what the heck? Game? Really? Oh wait, there it goes, I think. I'm not entirely certain why you would that picture would make you think that. At most, it's a picture of either Kid or Shala. And I guess but nothing that happened with Dalton or anything about that involved Fate at all. Fate only has any amount of control within the El Nido, archipelago. It stated earlier that its programming was designed to make sure that nothing from El Nido will actually interfere with the mainland, so that the future doesn't get changed. Also, why is it show a modern-day classroom there? What does that have to do with anything? Or is anything part of the setting? So there's no way that, Fate being inactive would change anything to do with Dalton and the sacking of Guardia. I guess it would change in that, Lynx wouldn't kill Luca. I guess it would do that. Then I guess that would also mean Robo doesn't get deleted, but all the other bullshit happens. But seriously, what is with this game and its hate for Chrono Trigger? It seems like it does nothing but try to really, destroy everything it tried to do. I mean, because of this game, Chrono and Marley get killed by Dalton, and Poray takes over the Xenon continent and becomes a major military power and tries to rule the world. I mean, the Masamune, for no reason, turns evil, and apparently it's got the great enmity and hatred within it that tries to destroy all of mankind. Reasons? When before it was nothing but a holy weapon that was made to smite evil? But something corrupted it at some point or other, and now whoever tries to wield it gets, soul-edged into trying to murder everybody. Gato was shown as destroyed in the freaking, orphanage, so even he got axed. Frog's the lucky one, he doesn't really get mentioned in any way. Magus was also going to get completely screwed too, since Guile was supposed to be a mind-wiped version of him, which means the Magus we know might as well be dead. Seriously, why do we keep showing this random girl in a modern-day setting that's completely anachronistic to any setting that was shown in this game? Along with cutting shots of stuff that happened in the game. But Lynx was joining up with Poray and using them to his own means to try and suss out Surge and Luca to get access to the Frozen Flame after Guardia got sacked. So, how would Lynx be the one to kill everyone? Also, I would call bullshit on Lynx actually being able to kill off Chrono of all people. Lynx is a dark innate, well, Chrono's a white innate. Not to mention honestly, Lynx taking on most of the Chrono Trigger cast is kind of bullshit given the fact that they all killed Lavos. I think the canonical team who kills Lavos is supposed to be Chrono, Luca, and Marley. So those three are, super badass as well. Random shots of a girl on a freaking railway tracks. What? At least it's over now, right? You also gotta love how they didn't redo the freaking credits so that it's all compressed and crap because it was not meant for an HD output in any way. I gotta say, as a remake, this is not an impressive one. Being able to have the, time speeder from the beginning is definitely nice. But you would think they would at least try to fix up the frickin' in-game engine so it didn't have all the slowdown and frame scripts and crap. Why is this only in modern-day Japan? There is no Japan in the Chrono Trigger universe! Why do you care so much, Shala? Go find Magus! The dude's been looking for you for centuries! Sure be happy to reunite with his sister finally. How the hell would Miguel be Chrono? Why would he be Chrono? Why would Chrono leave Guardia for El Nido? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, Finn, it's over. Everyone go home. I have no idea what I'm streaming tomorrow. I'll figure something out. So thank y'all for coming on out, and I hope you'll join me again next time. I don't know. I gotta go calm down.